Hey class, it's Miss Pierce. I hope everyone is enjoying their week. For today, our lesson is going to be over parts of a plant. In this presentation, we will be discussing the basic functions of a plant and recognize their importance. Make sure to take notes for any keywords and important facts and study these elements before our next class. The question I would like for you to keep in mind as we go through this lesson is, how do plants grow and what do they need to survive? First, let's think about the parts of a plant. There's 5 main parts we're going to learn about: the flower, the stem, seed, leaf, and the roots. Plant parts all do different things for the plant, and each part has a very important function. All plants produce flowers for the same reason, to make seeds so another plant can grow. Now let's talk about the functions of these parts. Leaves. The leaves are designed to capture sunlight to make food. These are the parts of the plant where food is made by photosynthesis. They take in carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, and energy from the sunlight. The leaves use the light energy to change carbon dioxide and water into food, which is sugar for the plants. The flowers are the reproductive parts of the plant. Flowers contain pollen and tiny eggs called ovules. Flower petals and the flower's smell attracts insects and bees to pollinate the flower. After pollination, the petals will fall off and seeds develop in the part of a flower called the ovary. The ovary itself usually becomes what we call the fruit. Now to the roots. The roots act like straws, absorbing water and minerals from the soil. Tiny root hairs stick out of the root, helping the absorption. Roots also help to anchor the plant in the soil so it doesn't fall over, and roots store extra food for future use. There's many plants like carrots that store food in their roots. Now the seeds. Seeds form in fruit. They contain a tiny embryo of a plant inside. The seed halves contain food, which supplies energy and materials for growth until the plant grows its first leaves above the ground. And lastly, the stems. Stems do many things. They support the plant. They act like the plant's plumbing system, conducting water and nutrients from the roots and food in the form of glucose from the leaves to other plants. Stems can be herbaceous like the bendable stem of a daisy, or woody like the trunk of an oak tree. So now we're going to go over how the parts of a plant work together and grow. If you look at number 5 in the diagram, it shows you where seeds are located inside the fruit. When a seed is ripe, it drops from the plant. It begins to germinate or grow. Then the seed will sprout and a little plant begins to grow. The seed has food for the new plant until it grows leaves to make its own food. In order to do this, the plant needs water, air, and of course sunlight to keep it warm. A root eventually appears, as in number 6, and it grows downward. Then a stem pushes upward towards the light. The first leaves appear, and the plant can make its own food in its leaves. There's so many different kinds of seeds that we eat. I hope you all took in all the information in the screencast with ease and come ready to dive into the activities to go along with this lesson in class tomorrow.